Good morning, children. As we have already done the first chapter, today I am going to start with the second chapter, Chemical Change and Reaction. Before going to this chapter, I would like to tell you that please go through the chapter and then you listen to my video, then it will be easy for you to understand. So let us start with this chapter, the first part. What is chemical change? You know very well that various kinds of changes occur around us all the time. Some of the changes are natural while some are man made. These changes can be differentiated as physical and chemical changes. In physical change, only a change in state is involved, while a chemical change is a permanent change in which a chemical composition of a substance is changed. One or more new substance with different chemical composition and different properties are formed. The change is not easily reversible. The chemical change always involves a chemical reaction. Now, what is chemical reaction? Chemical reaction is the process of breaking chemical bonds of the reacting substance, which we call reactants, and making new bonds to form new substances, which we called product. Now, what is chemical bond? A chemical bond is the force that holds the atoms of molecule together as in a compound. Chemical change or chemical reactions occur particles when the particles collide, and collisions occur when they are in close contact. So we can say that there are several conditions for chemical reaction to take place. So let us explain the first condition, that is mixing or close contact. In the chemical reaction to occur, the reactants has to be in close contact. In some cases, reaction easily occur in solid state. Let us take an example of lead nitrate and potassium iodide, which both are solid. When they mix together, they give potassium nitrate and lead iodide. Now, when we are mixing, one more example, that when sodium reacts with cold water, we are getting sodium hydroxide and hydrogen. Now, the another condition is solution. In this solution, the chemical reaction takes place when the substances are mixed together in either in a molten state or in aqueous state. Let us take an example of sodium chloride and silver nitrate. Both are in aqueous state. When they react, they give a white precipitate of silver chloride and the aqueous solution of sodium nitrate. Now the third condition is heat. Heating increases the kinetic energy of the molecules of the substance, and thus the substances are able to react with each other easily. So let us take an example of iron filling and sulfur powder, which do not react through mixing, but they react when the mixture is heated and produce iron sulfide. So Fe plus S on heating gives FeS. One more example, when copper carbonate is heated, it will give you copper oxide and carbon dioxide. Now the another, that is the condition which is required for the chemical reaction to take place, is light. Some chemical reaction takes place by the action of light. These are called photochemical reactions or photolysis. Here, the molecules of the reactants absorb light energy to get activated and they react rapidly. So let us take an example that when plants form glucose from carbon dioxide and water in the presence of light, that is 6CO2 plus 12H2O in the presence of sunlight, it gives glucose 6H12O6 plus 6H2O. Hydrogen and chlorine reacts in the presence of sunlight. H2 plus Cl2 in diffuse sunlight, it gives 2HCl. Now the another condition, that is electricity. for chemical changes or reaction can be brought by applying a chemical energy to the substances. These are electrochemical reaction. So let us take an example, that is the electrolysis of acidulated water. Acidulated water occurs in the presence of electricity to give hydrogen and oxygen. So 2H2O in the presence of electricity gives 2H2 plus O2. On passing an electric current through molten sodium chloride, we will get sodium and chlorine. Same way, when we are passing in a molten potassium chloride, it will give potassium plus chlorine. Now the another, that is the condition required, that is pressure. In some chemical reaction, pressure plays an important role in carrying out certain reactions which otherwise do not occur by bringing the particles closer. Let us take an example, that is nitrogen and hydrogen gases usually do not react, but when subjected to a high pressure, that is at 200 atmosphere, they combine to form ammonia. So N2 plus 3H2 above 200 atmosphere, it gives 2NH3. Now we will explain with the catalyst. Some chemical reaction need catalyst to accelerate or deaccelerate the rate at which they occur. A catalyst is a substance which does not participate in a reaction but helps the other reacting substances to react faster. Let us take an example in the formation of ammonia from nitrogen and hydrogen. Iron filling acts as a catalyst for the reaction by enhancing the rate of reaction. N2 plus 3H2 gives the 2NH3 in the presence of Fe at the pressure is 200 atmosphere, and the reaction is first reaction. Now we will explain that the catalysts are of two types. One is positive catalyst and the another one is the negative catalyst. Positive catalyst, when a catalyst accelerates the rate of reaction, is known as positive catalyst. Let us take an example, that is hydrogen peroxide 2H2O2 in the presence of a catalyst MnO2, it gives 2H2O plus O2. Enzymes are also examples of positive catalyst. Now we will explain the negative catalyst. Negative catalyst employed to retard the rate of reaction is known as a negative catalyst. For example, same reaction 2H2O2 in the presence of the phosphoric acid H3PO4, we are getting 2H2O plus O2, but the reaction is retardation. Now what is promoter? Substances that influences the chemical reaction by improving the efficiency of the catalyst are called promoters. In the manufacture of ammonia, here the iron acts as a catalyst and molybdenum acts as a